All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Let's make these babies come.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Whoosh. And some room to maneuver. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right here.
They'll look to throw here. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. But now it's 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The only thing is I was expecting the screen last play.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This goes to Barber, the running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Go. We taking wins home. Mark 55. Mark 55. Hey, 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 hey. 5.
2nd and 2. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw left side complete. That's Sherman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Let's go. 50. Play. Push him back. Push him back. Go.
On 1st down, Herbert flushed out right. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to flare up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Okay, ready?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during a blitz coming, and down he goes. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's 2nd and 8. Thomas has got it. Complete. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now left side on the swing pass. Always got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back to throw. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd down.
Got it. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Guys, it's game situation.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Off play action. Herbert. He's got Evans. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
General West. 5.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Thomas has it. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, go.
No, they was doing that on DJ.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Yeah. Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Ready? Back to throw. Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for the Panthers. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Get 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
I ain't even got a first-round pick.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
I'm trying to hit a fucking truck stick. I got folded, you know.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That's why I ran back. I was like, hey, you died.
Just not successful.
I can get away.
Trying to throw the ball,
yeah,
just didn't work on that one.
Completed it.
Right there.
No yardage.
Right there. 54. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
I'll be trying. That's easier.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Oh, man.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game.
Oh, whoa, pass interference.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
What we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You could have.
Adam Gotsis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Safety's creeping. Blue draw quarters. Now.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 18 Gator. It's our field. It's our field.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
I smell fear.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. He completes it to Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get it.
Back to throw. Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Brian Burns picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Might as well. Yeah, 15 seconds left.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers will get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty